How low can you go?
Y'all missed that off camera. He
Let myself down.
hit the elevator button on the chair. Ow.
How's that?
So far,
Beautiful.
so good. Hey, Buck. What's going on, buddy?
Hold real still when you move. Do it slow mo. Slow mo. Already hollering at you, ain't I? I
Huh?
said I didn't come up here to get hollered at. All right.
Oh, no, I probably had enough folks from Virginia holler at me on the interstate.
Yeah.
What the hell's that Georgia boy doing up here? Go back down to Georgia, you peach head.
He should.
Or peanut head, whichever one they're more familiar with. But with Buck here, we can talk about peanuts.
Yeah. Whoopsie. Hey, you made me
Sorry, y'all, he got excited.
back the camera. I know. Now do we back in focus again? Oh, look at that earthquake. That was an earthquake. Let's see if that spot's a little better. Take a while to get in the rhythm here, but we'll be all right.
Well, I'm gonna do my job and just sit here and be entertained.
You're doing good. Mm-hmm. All right. It's quiet when I start studying.
Right? Getting in the zone.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. You got everything going good. The lines are going great. Your skin's tattooing awesome.
Got good skin, huh?
Not bad, man.
Considering
Not
all
bad.
that is relatively new
It makes a
skin.
difference. It really do.
That whole area had to regrow after 2018.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn it or something? What?
No, me and Brandy wrecked the bike.
Yeah, and you road rashed it?
Yeah, we slid from 65 miles an hour to zero.
Yeah. Probably felt like it never end, huh? That's a hell of a slip and slide.
Yeah, well, she was more afraid of a vehicle coming up and running her over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I fell off a snowmobile, which is a lot easier because you fall on snow, and it was in the ditch, and a rock was underneath the snow or something, a stump, and it threw me. And the guy behind me, it threw him, and so his snowmobile was heading for me as I was laying on the snow. I watched it go by and grabbed it and stopped it from smashing into mine. It's glad it didn't smash into me.
I was about to say,
But yeah, I was very young, you know, what, 16, 17? No big deal. Today would be, right now it would be.
yeah, that would be all right. Well, I'm in ICU for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, even stubbing a toe nowadays.
So, yeah. Do, do, do. Do, do, do.
Holding still enough, right?
Yeah, you know what I should have did is made you sent you a studio invite thing, and you could have went through and popped up comments while we're doing this.
Yeah. It's okay.
But then you'd be moving around. I'd be hollering at you again.
Hold still,
Hold
boy.
still.
You move again, I'm gonna jab it in your arm.
That was supposed to be wobbly. That's okay. Don't jump. It's cool.
Bluetooth is shut off for some reason.
That's how they work, man. Give you a surprise.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh yeah, Buck. I am burning the roads up for sure.
No doubt. Did you get sleep?
Uh,
No.
After talking to Catastrophic, checking in at we actually stayed at the same Red Roof Inn that we stayed in when we dropped Catastrophic off the other two times.
Yeah.
Um, I think I got into bed around 11:30, and couldn't sleep, and probably hit the road at 6 this morning.
Yeah, you were like partway here though.
Yeah. Gave me plenty of time to take the dog out and
Yeah.
walk the beach and get a pocket full of rocks. Robert, hey buddy. I have yours and Wannabe's package in the Armada. I still have to ship it out, but it's in the Armada. I'll get it out before I get back home. I promise. Yes, Rob's neighbor. That is key fob in the chair.
Fob action.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Robert. I can send you the address to the shop. I don't know if it'd be better for you to ride or fly, but just do like I did: set up an appointment and show up. Imagine you walked in the back. Your 12 o'clock's here. I mean, he's got a dog.
Yep.
I bet that baby is sleeping.
I hope she's comfortable.
Oh yeah, she's got that
AC, she'd be like a queen out there. King, queen, whatever. It's a girl, right?
queen. Yeah, she's got a pillow that takes up like half of the back, and she lays on it. She used to ride in the front with me, but when I put her pillow back there, she decided not to sit up front with me no more and just lay in the back.
Yeah. Too much comfort.
I'm gonna have to get another road dog just to sit in the front with me. 10-4, Buck. I got you on that. See your message loud and clear, sir.
Robert says guitar practice.
Is he practicing or is he teaching?
I think he'd be practicing. I think.
I mean, I guess, yeah, because if he was teaching, he would say guitar lessons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard him say he was a teacher from what we've talked about, so. That's why I'm going to pretend I know what I'm talking about. Mr. Know-It-All. Mr. Know-It-All knows nothing.
I see what you're saying there, Thomas, but I've never been in a plane that offers me therapeutic travels. In fact, every time I've been in the plane, it's been more of a suffering.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible, man. Don't fly.
You miss so much of the. I mean, yeah, you got a great view, but you can't stop. You can't look at anything. You can't pick anything up.
Get some stinky guy sitting next to you.
It's usually somebody like me.
Somebody like me next to me. I want somebody I can't get along with.
Right. What was that line in Tombstone? He reminds me of me. Yep, I'm sure of it. I hate him.
Yeah.
That's the tattoo Buck should get. Doc Holliday.
He was the best. Passed away not long ago, right?
Yeah.
Is that who we're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. One. Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I couldn't think of his name.
How you doing, Mac? I didn't get no spam today. I'm highly disappointed. I bought my own though. Got a 2-pack behind the computer monitor.
Yeah, I didn't bring him spam. I did bring him a fan. He's fussing at me.
Something that rhymed with spam anyway. Is he fussing? He said.
Nah.
That's my rebel. What? Are we staying in the pocket up here? There we go.
Just shove that arm around there, buddy.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be in the right spot, man. Everybody hear us both okay? We're not sounding warbly or garbly? Because I can take that echo cancellation off. Super slow.
You know, with all the tattoos I've had, this is the very first one I've been able to, like look to my left and watch you do the
Is that
needlework.
cool?
That is amazing.
I'd much rather that than somebody like looking right over top me all the time, when I'm doing. I was like, it loses my focus sometimes. I don't know. I've been doing this forever too, but it just, it's not fun.
And it gives you something to offer to send to them.
Yes. Like if you wanted to show like you can catastrophic or brainy. That's what I did when I was in Virginia, and we got it recorded. This was my experience. This is some of the crap we said. Not everybody appreciates it. I haven't really had anybody be like, "Man, yeah, I was glad you did that for me," and so on. They never come. I don't hear those stories. I guess we're just YouTube nuts, man.
Well, it's about memories.
Yeah.
And connections. And like I said, and well, none of the videos have really been released yet from my ride up here because I wanted to keep it a surprise to everybody else. Like you said, it's a long drive just to get a piece, right?
Yeah.
A piece of artwork. But the connection.
Yeah. I'm glad that turned out.
The meeting
experience.
The experience, hanging out with your friends, and every time I look at my arm now, hold them still.
No, I said, I was just trying to interrupt you and be rude, and I didn't mean to do that either. But it's like when something comes to my head, spit it out.
Well, that's what friends do.
A guy told me that taught me how. He says, Dean, you can be a mediocre tattoo artist which is fine and okay. But if you treat your customers top level, and you talk to them, they'll come back just for your tattoo experience because they had a good time. They like, and even if it ain't, you know what I mean? Not bad. You know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
It's not like, they're going to go to anybody else. They're going to come to you no matter what. And that really holds true. You know, but I do a top level job too. So how you like that? Am I tooting my own horn?
We got you
If
turned up to an 11, buddy.
if I can't toot my own horn, old Mac will toot one for me. Old Mac's been known to toot his own horn.
Toot, toot.
You don't know old Mac, you don't know nothing. Old Mac's still out there? He might be. Hope my background isn't noise ain't too bad. If somebody wants to let us know how that audio is, has anybody said anything? Have you noticed?
No, nobody said
Nah, that can't be bad then, otherwise it'd be squawking, right? That's the first thing a live wants to know. How's my audio? How's my audio?
Can you hear me?
You hear me?
This is going to be a one-shot deal.
Am I taking too long?
No, Rob's neighbor was asking if it was going to be a second trip for this tattoo.
Nah.
Not saying that.
That's why I thought it was going. Am I going too slow? Does it look like it's going to take all day? I do take my time now.
Brandon was supposed to be getting a tattoo next week or the week after at the same shop I got. Sorry, my left arm done at. But with her being currently occupied,
Yeah.
they gave me her spot.
How old is that?
See what now?
How old is it? The one you got?
Oh, the one on my left arm is my birthday tattoo. So March.
I was going to say, they don't tell me nothing. I don't remember your birthday.
But
I barely remember my kids. I do, but just saying.
Well, I'm lucky. Both of my kids are on the same day, so I don't have to remember separate days.
My daughter and my grandbaby, same birthday. Just different years, well, obviously, just, yeah. Really, Dean? Yeah, I'm glad you told me, though.
No, I've got friends that have kids that are the same age.
Yeah.
They go to school together. They don't know they're related.
That can happen somewhere, somehow. Somebody will come up to you and say, hey, you're on candid camera.
Yeah.
That one's fun. Remember? Are you old enough for that?
Yeah. That was before, what was it?
Were you 22, 23?
Something like that, close.
You like that? It could be.
You know what's kind of amazing is the dynamic of our community.
Something else, I'll tell you that. I'd have never guessed in a million years that YouTube would do this stuff.
Right?
I just was going to throw a video on and motorcycle have something cool to see. I didn't think anybody'd even really look at them and comment anyway. I wasn't really looking for, well, when I watched Shade Tree, I had hopes that maybe I'd get a little interaction or something, but it didn't look that way at all until I got into the community. Once I started meeting people like Ray Gregory, one of the very first communicate back to me, even called me, things like that. And then it just kind of, the doors opened, and it really came from him mostly, because then I started meeting you and Sick and all his friends that he's already had, and we're hooked up to him. Plus, he was in VAM, so I had that and those people, and here we are. Motorcycle people, trucking, pretty heavy, in our community, and whatever else. It really don't matter what you do. It just show up and
Smile.
communicate, talk with us, and do things. And I talk with you, and you talk with me, and sometimes you get to meet up and do this kind of stuff, and possibilities are endless. And we know people like Dave from like Australia. That was crazy. I was telling my friend this morning that came over to do my AC. I got a guy I'm talking to from Australia right now. Like, wow, that's just crazy.
I'm with you on that boat. I never thought there would be someone across the world, right? Down under the world that
Yeah,
we know by their first name, When we
yeah,
see each other's videos, we automatically like them just because we know who the person is.
yeah.
And I never, when I started doing the YouTube stuff, I didn't think it would get to a point like it is now. I thought I would just create a video, release it, and go to the next one, and just
Yeah.
people would watch it, and that would be the end, like you were just saying a minute
Or
ago.
not watch it. You didn't
Oh,
know. I didn't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But to find out that what ended up being the most valuable thing above subscribers, above monetization, above views, above any stat was the relationships you gained. Who'd have ever known? Who'd have ever known? I wouldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't have planned that myself. I'd say I was not disappointed. It kind of changes your priorities, you know, about YouTube when
yeah,
you have that. So it doesn't matter. If I could try to do, yeah, that's fine. Of course we're interested. Hey, did you get any? We could brag about some views once in a while, but it's really nothing.
doesn't matter.
Talking about each other's stuff like that is the main thing. That was the part. Got something in common. Good stuff, man.
I mean, without the YouTube community, I probably never would have went to Birmingham, Alabama, just to go to Birmingham, Alabama to hang out with somebody.
Yeah,
Especially a guy who's twice my age,
yeah,
and just to go to sit and listen to him.
yeah, yeah. Some reason, Max, he's a privilege. Not no big eyes, no little U's. Just there's just certain. I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about. Can't explain it. Respect for your elders, man. That'll do that. And such a good human being too.
And Angelique is also sweet as can be.
Oh yeah, she could tell that.
If none of, I know Ray Gregory is about the only one who's met Angelique, right?
I think
As
so.
far as I know.
Yeah,
Move on if you got to, buddy.
yeah. I just adjusted them. Because the long one should be very still. I don't want no wobbles here, so don't use no hand movements to talk.
All right. I'm holding my breath. I'm not
Yeah, me
moving.
too. You got to. It's the only way you get these lines perfect.
And for those who don't know about tattoos, line work is the worst part
Can be.
because you have to be still or your line will be crooked.
Yeah.
And no one wants to show off a crooked tattoo.
Sure.
And it's the most pain intensive part, or has been in my experience.
That's what I always think. People tell me different stuff all the time. I'm like, really? Isn't that interesting?
Like when they throw on that wide needle and well, and you start throwing the color
Yeah.
in, the surface area is much wider, so it feels more like a burn versus needle.
Well, this goes in solid and fast and all at once, where coloring isn't always, or shading is a buildup at times. So you don't need the same intensity and hit on your skin as you do for a line. You don't want your
The
color to zap zap unless it's a really solid piece, of something.
correct me if my information going to Rob's neighbor here is incorrect. Now, the part that's actually holding the ink, that's his little cartridge. All he's got to do is dip that into his
Yeah,
little,
sucks it up.
yeah, little, I don't know what you want to call them, like toothpaste
Be
caps
real still again.
of ink, and it's disposable. Like once he gets done with it, he's going to throw it away. He's never going to use it again.
Yeah, now these just pop in and out.
Now the thing you're seeing, the self adhesive bandaging, the black stuff. Got it. Tell me what you need me to do, bud. You must have none of these fucking burgers are for us. I like to think you can make a fucking decent burger, right? Somebody really wants a burger.
Hmm. I don't think we need to do.
Not really engraving. I wouldn't call it that because he literally is injecting the ink below the skin surface, where a great engraving is more removing the top layer or top layers until you get the depth you want. So instead of removing skin to get the pattern in, he's putting ink in. Yeah, it does feel a lot like that. You feel it, and that's partly, I imagine, the reason every tattoo artist I've ever seen puts that kind of tape on their equipment. It helps absorb the vibrations and gives them something bigger to hold on to versus more narrow where they have to feel like they squeeze harder. Well, yeah, the buzzing is just the little motor inside running and doing its deal.
I got squeeze box going through my head. Almost got a squeeze box that shit on your chest.
Ooh, look at that pretty thing.
Music's all right. Yeah.
That looks good there, y'all. What y'all think?
Hey, we didn't jack it up too bad. It's a keeper so far.
I might let this one stay.
Yeah, I might even keep it, right?
I'm not even gonna wash it.
Nah, don't even. Good. It's that patch I put on you, you don't need to wash them at all. You just leave it on for 5 days, you're done. You ever had those?
I don't think I. Ooh, shit! Almost dropped my phone again for the 20th time. I don't think I've ever gotten those. The last one I had, it was just regular saran wrap stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of what this is, except it's got a tacky side and it lays down flat and it leaves no dust, no dirt, no nothing, no bed lint, no irritation from shirt rubbing on it, anything. So it protects it from all that shit, which will make your like tattoo heal super fast and easy and nice because it's protected from germs, which will cause bacteria and hard healing. And even if you don't have to wash it 2-3 times a day and irritate it because that don't feel so good sometimes. Feels like it's all fresh again. Like I stubbed my toe once, and you want me to go jam it into the,
Yeah.
corner again, into the end table? No, thank you. All right. We got this one. Let's get a wider one for this. Wider.
Wider is better.
More girth. More girth,
What
Mark.
car company was that? Was it Nissan back in the 90s? Wider is better.
Uh-huh.
Was it Toyota? I can't remember.
12, 9, 12, 9. Need that.
It was one of those import companies. That might have been Pontiac for all I know.
Let's just use this one. It's a big one.
I got a big one coming out over here.
Use it. Yeah, look at that. You see, it has 2 rows. So if you laid them all flat, and that's what I used to have to make my own, took a razor blade, you'd keep the one down, you'd pick the one up, and you'd weave it and alternate it, one up, one down, one up, one down. Shove the razor blade in a little bit, and then run your solder up to the end, and that's how you made your own needles.
Oh.
Which I used to do. There's solder up in there somewhere. You see, that's way back there. So these are real flexy right now. Sometimes you solder them up more so they'd stay a little more stiff, but not necessary.
And that's a lesson, ladies and gentlemen, and folks and creatures of all shapes and sizes that you won't get everywhere.
No. There's a lot of artists right now out there. I never heard of making your own needle.
Make my own.
You didn't make your own. You weren't tattooing that day, so.
Hey, Rick.
In pretty good position there.
Yeah. Now this is my favorite part of the tattoo because your arm or your skin, you feel the burning, but to me it's more therapeutic. It's more of I don't know how to describe it. It's like getting a muscle rub with some really intense Bengay.
Yeah.
Like that extreme sport Bengay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, y'all. That noise is him shaking up morning.
That's it.
It must be nice to have someone who can talk to your audience instead of just sit there.
It is, yeah. It's nice to have somebody who's on your thing and kind of being your moderator on.
Oh, yeah. If Sick was around.
He did that one time, but he don't get paid enough.
I mean,
that's what I heard.
He gets fired a lot, so.
Fired.
I'm so fired, bro.
So fired up right now.
I'm bent. I love my Sick. He makes me laugh every day. No matter how my morning started off, I watch him. It just makes me laugh.
It's all better.
Yeah.
We do that for each other, man. It's really great.
I wonder how long it's going to take him to actually put that window film stuff we keep telling him to put on that skylight.
What's that for? Even
to block the sun, so it doesn't get as hot in there, and also makes it so it's not as bright. You can get it where it's
black
like stained glass,
dot on the sun today.
shady, or
Shady, all right.
shady.
Shady.
Fog or whatever. You know, they make
Slim
it all.
shady.
Yeah, slim shady. Evil Rick, I haven't cut my grass all year. The dandelions are about 3 feet tall. And until the bee people tell me that it's okay to cut the dandelions, I'm not cutting my grass until then. Trying to repay as much back into nature as I can. Being able to sit there at my window waiting on you guys to get started up in the morning and just watching the birds and squirrels. I've named them. It's Tony and Ezekiel now. That's the squirrels' names. But sitting there watching him and the bees and everything else, that's a great way to start the day. Take your time, Eva Rick. We should be here. What's your name? Tony. Thank you, Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
That's how those squirrels act, man. When I saw them playing in the yard, I'm like, man, just like those. Oh, I got a commercial. I don't have YouTube Premium, so I get commercials.
Yeah. Your commercial's on right now?
On my phone, yes.
Oh, on yours. Okay. I could have shut that off. I forgot. It was
Why?
wasn't prepared.
Oh, yeah. Again, that's my fault.
Well, I'm prepared. I could have forgot whether you did that or not. That's honest.
So, Buck, when am I going to see something on that boogity boogity? I know you've given me the green light. I just got to know what to send me a message or something.
Message in the bottle.
Yeah, message in a bottle telling me exactly what to say, and I'll figure it out. Oh, look, okay. My bad, dude. I can't look at your post. I'm sitting in a chair, and I've only got one arm. Hi, Ruby.
Ruby here. How you doing, Ruby? He's having a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Like he says in his shorts lately. Those are really good messages.
Mm-hmm. Positivity again.
Yeah, man.
So, what Buck is talking about here that he isn't really saying, but he's hinting at it. and he gave me the passcode, so I'm good to go ahead and talk about it. What he's doing, you've seen the series, his recent series with all the racers.
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know you was talking to me.
Oh, yeah, I was
You'd
talking
be
to you.
talking to that camera most of the time,
Hey, I
so I'm
mean,
not used to being talked to.
well, anyway,
Sorry.
what they're actually going to be doing is they're going to have, you know, how each race has been dedicated to a previous racer who may or may not. Well, with the current series, they're honoring currently living racers so they can appreciate with their family the interaction. But what they're going to be doing is there's going to be one race that's going to be dedicated to the Forgotten Angels, and they're going to have the Forgotten Angels logo painted on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the cars.
That would be cool.
Waiting on Buck to tell me if I said that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Every race for the rest of the season, they're going to have the logos on the cars. Which to me, you know, it's on most of our YouTube channels, but even those, the audience is limited, right? But once you put that logo on a car, a race car, oh, you're good. And then, I mean, I can just imagine the climb would be astronomical because just like growing up, when you saw an advertisement on a NASCAR vehicle, I was like, okay, that has to be a good brand because it's on a car, right? Well, for those who grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, when everybody was decorating their cars as like cereal boxes or candy bars or stuff like that, different idea. But for each team to be running the logo, for the advertisements to be, you know, however they spread the news about each race, right? Whether it be on social media, um, word of mouth, or however it is, for the entire season, they're going to talk about the racers. They're going to talk about Forgotten Angels. They're going to talk about, you know, stuff that in this community, a great deal of us hold very dear, very close to us. Having a hard time there, buddy. You need a knife? He's having a refill of the red. That's off camera stuff, guys. You can't see that. That's it, Buck. Exactly. That's it exactly. They know that the next generation has to have more help, more attention than they're getting. It's weird watching. All right, so I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing you tattoo my arm, and I'm like, I don't feel that. Why don't I feel that? Then I remember, oh, wait, there's a slight lag between reality and what comes up on the screen.
Hmm.
So by the time you all see him running this red in, it's already in. It's done. He's already wiped it clean.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It is.
Now, when it comes to the dots, you want to try to stick close to that color scheme, or you want to?
I don't know why. Why are you asking?
Oh, just one.
No, I need to know. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a concern. So now I need to know what your concern is on that. That's all.
Let's see how the red looks, and we'll go from there. Because I'm loving this already, and I think that's where
Well, you need to know to prepare ahead of time.
the four with the pink in it,
Yeah.
the two on the left, two on the right.
You don't want that?
No. That is perfect. The one that looks like it got caught in a camera glare in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
With the yellow. That's your focal point, your highlight.
Okay. See, that's art stuff.
You don't want that though.
Well,
You don't have to have it.
I don't know if I want that. That goes into knowledge of art. Now what he brought up, that's a focal point. So that's a section your eye is going to
Attracted
catch.
to right away that first sees, which don't need to be. It's just your mushroom. It's not a big deal. Not like minimizing. Just saying it's not like you got to have that.
That reminds me, Buck, I should have uh, my stickers in the mail by the time I get back, I think. I know my helmet came in and it's already gone. It arrived yesterday and I got the notification from Amazon saying they delivered it. And I got the little picture where they put it and it's not there. It's gone because they put it on the front porch. Y'all can tell Dean's focused because he's not saying anything anymore.
Huh? Got stuff to do. I know.
See, that's why he hired me to come in today so I could talk to y'all while he did this.
Could invite you on this thing and you would, well, no, yeah.
You'd have to show me how to do it.
I just send you a link and you get on and you'd be like a guest on there.
I remember the first time I tried to do a live, it lasted.
But you'd have to, yeah. Well, yeah, you got the camera on your phone. That's what you would do. You just be like a guest on there. You show another camera. Put that up in the in picture.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Watching y'all work and sitting back quietly listening, paying attention, I've learned a lot on how to use StreamYard just by listening,
Yeah.
right? So now I know when I want to do a live and want to keep some of the trolls out, use StreamYard. I'm bleeding everywhere. Look at all the red. I'm dying slowly.
Yeah, it works better if you just get in there and do it. You learn a lot more. If that's what you want to do. You just come in, just take a break, and I think he likes to do that every day. He does, but there are times you just don't want to.
I think he likes getting fired on a daily basis.
Never fired him though.
He's fired himself a couple of times.
That could be.
He'll be doing his comments, and not being able to do the comments, love picking at him because I let him watch him get behind on the comments, get behind, and I'll wait till he gets about 8 or 9 behind, and then I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm so fired." I'm like, "Yep."
I don't want to hear about it. Yeah, go away. I don't know how your arm keeps getting down there. Isn't that weird? Am I pulling it?
Yeah.
I must be.
You are,
Get over here.
but I'm not fighting you. Wherever you need the
That's
arm,
right.
you put it. Rule number, it's in the 10 Commandments when you're getting a tattoo. Wherever your artist needs your limb or body placed, you
Mhm.
get in that position. Because they need to be able to, like he's doing, getting into all the little nooks and crannies, making sure he's doing his color lines right, making sure that the
Blending.
the
Going good.
blending is working like it's supposed to. And
Yeah.
if I'm making him do it in a comfortable position for me, it's not going to be comfortable for him, and then he's not going to be able to do it as
Yeah.
long. So that's part of the etiquette going
It really
towards
is.
your tattoo artist. You got to make sure they're
Helps to
comfortable.
have a good client. Yeah. You understand it. You understand,
I understand.
grasshopper.
I'm a wee little grasshopper. I
Grasshopper.
learn. And see, we're sharing the information with everyone out in the YouTube community.
Yeah.
So when I think it was Rob's neighbor finally goes to get his first tattoo,
If tattoo's not becoming to you, it become to me. It's funny. I like that.
13 Dead Commandments. What are the 13 Dead Commandments, Sick? I don't know those.
Won't be a Richard.
Oh, okay. Okay, that took me a second. I got you. I was like, don't be a Richard. Who the hell is Richard?
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, oh, Richard. Got it. Okay. Look that one up if you need to, folks.
Yeah, it's okay. Tom, Dick, and Harry.
When I sat down in the chair, y'all, he offered me
Some bullshit.
some bullshit.
Some bullshit. That's what you got.
He,
Yeah.
he gave me some bullshit, y'all. The brand is Harris Teeter. Not something I've ever heard of.
It's a grocery store.
Oh, it's a grocery store.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like Publix.
Oh, okay. So this is Publix brand seltzer. And
Seltzer.
the seltzer.
It's good if you don't say your S's correctly in there.
Seltzer.
It's more impactful.
It's mandarin orange. And he says it's basically water with a little bit of flavor.
Charged water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's a very good description.
that's about it. Nothing to write home about, is it?
No, but it has a very soft flavor of the orange. It's not
Mandarin,
overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like I just drank a orange crush and I feel like my stomach's about to turn upside down.
Yeah. Bang, the turn up. If you get a turn up, got a turn up.
I'll tell you one thing I don't like those poppies. Those what are they called? It's supposed to be good for your gut. Probiotic
Yeah,
soda.
never heard of that.
Dude.
Heard of probiotics, but not a soda.
They my first year at the Forgotten Angels camp out, somebody had brought some of those poppies, as a donation. And I'd never seen them before. I'd never tried them. So I tried one. And I have not tried a second one.
No need to.
No need to. I had the one. What's up, Desert Outlaw? What's up, Desert Outlaw? What you got going on, buddy?
Woo! Hey, Desert. I think you are the first YouTuber I've tattooed, if I remember right, isn't it? I think so.
Oh, then I should have came in with an entourage and a 4-man film crew, and
Yeah, like they really do.
yeah, holding 2 cameras on 3 different
Mm,
gimbals, and
yeah. Getting down on one knee, tilting to the side, looking all pro. Makes a difference. You look like you know what you're doing.
no, that's Dean. That's not Keithop. That's Dean.
Where?
Oh, you was asking, is this Keithop? No.
Germ up a little bit again.
Oh, lift it up. Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up. Whoopsie.
Earthquake again. He got excited.
Yeah, I bumped it. Okay.
Now, if you're asking if is that key fob in the other chair having someone scratch stuff into his arm, yes. Hey, what time is lunch around here?
After the tattoo.
He's focusing again, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell.
I didn't get none either. They had to come in and didn't have time. I went to the grocery store, bought the spams, ready to make a baked potato. Don't feel bad. I know you don't. I already know you like that. You ain't feeling bad at all. K-pop feels good all the time.
Yep.
That you will find out.
Well, Desert Outlaws, because you like to listen to my soft, sultry voice.
Feeling gravy.
Is sultry the right word for that?
I
We're going to say it is.
meet you right where you at. Gradient's just right. Whew.
You know, Brainy's going to hear that tattoo machine going and she's going to get excited.
That'll work. That's what they do. Some come in just for that treatment. Just for the treatment. Is it more therapeutic at times and relaxing at the same time? Yet you're kind of on the edge too of uncomfortableness. But you get to play that role of relaxing yourself mentally with your brain. Yeah, kind of like that, ain't it?
I actually left yesterday sick. Some shit went down with catastrophic, and I wasn't sure if I would need to be prepared to uh, help throw hands, get him out of jail, or identify him at the morgue. Wasn't real sure how that was going to work out, but
Worked out.
it worked out. No one's hurt. No one's going to be hurt. Everything's calm, smooth, and changing for him. His home life is changing. He is now living back in on base in the barracks because he has learned playing house doesn't really work out all the time. Which I'm sure a lot of us learned at that age
Hell yeah.
or close to it.
You ain't alone.
I know I was a good example of playing house in a bad way. This didn't work out for me at all a lot.
I want to play King in the Castle.
Oh, you are the king of the castle.
Kind of.
You know, that reminds me.
Unless you got a damn queen in there, then you're all done. You're all done.
In Georgia, there's a small town, and when I say small, doesn't even have a traffic light, like the town I live in. And the town was actually for sale about 10, 15 years ago. But they had one police officer, and he was the chief. And my saying was, it's easy to be the chief when you're the only Indian. And that's a joke going towards Indians as well. But
Yeah.
you're the only Indian out there, man. Going opposite of the one of the opening scenes of Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. You're the only cowboy in here. Well, you're the only Indian here, Buck.
Lonesome Loser. Remember that? You're the only cowboy in town.
That's right before they have to beat up that little group because of the pool game. And I actually learned through watching Shade Tree Surgeon videos what bike the female cop was on. I wouldn't have thought no more about it if Shay Leasy and them hadn't have bought that. What was it? A PC 800?
Pacific Toast.
Yeah. Buck, you were special before. That's why you bought the Indian. And don't let nobody talk smack about those Hondas, guys. The CTX 700 with the DCT, that's an automatic transmission for those who aren't aware, is a fantastic bike to ride. So I imagine I even rode the Rebel 1100 with the DCT, and when you're going across Tampa Bay and stop and go traffic, not wearing out your hand squeezing in the clutch is a lifesaver. I think the next best thing would be not having to change gears or hold up the bike. Like what is it? I just lost their names. The ones that have that gold wing trike. Somebody help me out out there. We were just talking about them a week ago. Yeah, the gold wing trike with the DCT. But we have friends that have that, but I can't remember who they are.
Channel?
Yeah, I don't remember the channel name. Brainy, hey baby.
How you doing, Brandy?
Hey sweetie. Your little fat head loved to walk on the beach this morning. Although I must say, sweetie, we're gonna have to go ahead and get a 10th dog because with her pillow in the back, she no longer wants to sit in the front with me. So, I gotta have a front seat dog. I might not leave Virginia without one. So you keep pulling my arm down there.
Just keep sliding this way. You gotta have it.
You
close.
might have to pull
Gotta see
that
it.
paper towel up from under it so the.
That's what it does. I know. You're all right. I don't mind putting it back.
On my way up here, I came across a place that was selling rabbits. If you want to consider the realm of rabbits, Miss Brady. Love you, sweetie. I'll talk to you when I get done.
get in the basket in the morning, out bouncing out.
Well, she did ask you if you wanted her to empty it
I
early.
just gotta push it down. Don't need it. Just need a wider mouth.
That's what she said.
I'm just saying that out.
I was waiting on it. Yep. I was watching you.
In our dreams.
Actually, instead of rabbits, I think we're going to go for hares. Because they have bigger ears, longer ears that stick up, and their legs are a little longer.
Is that the difference? I never knew that.
I mean, I'm not a biologist,
But I mean, in general, you might be right, right?
but I did stay at a
Thinking
Red
you're
Roof
right.
Inn.
Yeah. What does that say about you? Anything?
That I like using the same places over and over.
Yeah.
I like familiar locations.
Yeah. What do we want to do next? I think we should just finish this top part and then move down so we don't got to touch it again.
All right, you good for a break? Just want to check on.
If you need to, yeah. Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me prep you first.
Why did you use the bourbon?
All right. Make sure the pup don't hit that.
Oh, don't worry.
Just be careful. Be right back. Oh, thanks for the warning. I
Hey,
could
can I go out the?
Yeah. Is that where you parked?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
I wanted to be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it doesn't lock on you. It stays open. All right. We'll move this up a second. Not like anybody needs to see this mug, but this is where we're at. Getting it done today. How's everybody? I'll come over here a little bit. Yeah. Whew. How'd that get left up? Did I leave that up the whole time? Oopsie. Somebody tell me, hey, you left a comment up, knucklehead. You know I'm a knucklehead. Rabbits are fun, especially if they're house trained. Yeah. We had some of the floppy ones my daughter did in the house. They did pretty good. You hit a comment up. I left it. Yep. Just like that. Just like that one. Let me take off again and get back to work. We'll leave that one up. You left a comment up. That'll learn me. That'll learn me. That'll learn me. So. There's the mess over there. Pallet and all that crap. Pallet. A lot of work in this coloring of this tattoo. It's not just one color in the area and go. It's several of them blended and transitioned and all that stuff. So it takes a lot of thought, a lot of time. All right, everybody. Woo!
She didn't even pick up her head.
Rain. That's cool.
Oh, you know me, I gotta have my caffeine. Selt's good and all, but it says caffeine free.
How did we have this before? About like that, I think. Bear with me. Just a small little earthquake here for a while.
The world's
If I hold it still, maybe it will, we can tell where it's going to be at. There, stop. There you go. All right.
Quit moving.
Almost done.
There you go.
There it is.
Good job.
Woo!
I'm proud of you.
I didn't think it'd ever stop. Did you?
Eventually, all things stopping at some point. Except for time. Time doesn't stop.
Okay, we got that. We need some of this. Where you at?
I'm right over here, dude. Yeah, you did 2-4. You caught him live.
Got 2-4 in the house.
Yeah.
Didn't see it 2-4. Thanks for stopping on by. Thanks for the swing through.
Man, that reminds me of is it Smyrna Cowboy or Cowboy?
Yeah, Smyrna Cowboy from
Hearing the
Smyrna.
story of that explosion was absolutely
Is that
unreal.
nuts? Yeah. Otherwise, ain't nothing. Nothing wrong. You've been through something like that.
I just can't imagine what it's like to,
Almost die,
yeah,
burn
to,
alive, and blow up, and
I mean, most folks never go their lives without hearing an unexpected explosion, right?
yeah.
Firecrackers, fireworks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gunshots, okay. But a real life, uncontrolled explosion is something a lot of folks never experience. And for us to have someone that we communicate with on a regular basis through YouTube,
Talk about it.
yeah, and man,
Yeah, I didn't know when I was asking him it was something that could have been that traumatic. You just don't know. That's why it's nice to know things before you start giving a semi sort of interview, which was a little eye opening for me because that's kind of what I was doing, you know. And
yeah, and
luckily, he spoke up and said he was good, but
that reminds me of what Brainy does all the time, and that's she takes her foot and she likes to dip it in like salt or maybe some pickling lime or something like that, turns it sideways, and then she puts it in her mouth all the time.
yeah.
Like she was telling me an experience at work. They were doing a professional development, and during one of the breaks, uh, she was just shit talking this professional development, and the person presenting it like mad.
Yeah.
And then she turns around and realizes the person who is giving the professional development is behind her and has been listening to her talk shit for the past X amount of minutes. And that is the story of her life. Hopefully, when she comes back, she'll know how to not insert her foot so deeply into her mouth.
It'll work, yeah. Yeah.
Y'all see how he's doing that whitewashing going in to the focal point? I'm watching it on the big screen to my left, and it's to me it's astonishing to watch it. You watch his tattoos, and if there's folks to talk to, it's easier. But if it's just him running the tattoo and there's no one really communicating during it, it's harder for some folks to pay attention to. But I mean, just like you said earlier, it's nice to have folks to talk to the community or to the audience.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to give Moto some crap because he wasn't prepared through my actions, my fault. Normally he knows.
Oh, it was.
He knew he had an appointment, but he also knew that his appointment had a probability of having to be canceled because of issues.
It was, yeah. It was.
He just didn't realize I was coming no matter what the issues were. And I wasn't going to be late.
So good.
I think I walked out onto the beach right around 10 o'clock and got to the spot where I jumped in on the live. Of course, right when you had to leave because you had to come here.
Yeah, I've been here a little earlier.
If you'd have known.
I don't know, maybe, yeah. It's okay, though. It doesn't matter. It all happened.
Let this
Like it's
serve
supposed to.
as a warning to all of you others out there. I've already shown up at old Mac's door, and he didn't have his teeth in.
Yeah.
I've caught Moto over here unprepared and not set up for a live stream yet. Just putting that warning out there for y'all.
You work under diverse.
If you're worried about how your house looks when Q Farm rolls up at it, you might want to go ahead and clean now. Just saying. Because I got to go south from here.
See what happens.
I already know I'm going to Tennessee. Because I have my brother in Tennessee. I'm going to go visit him. Just saying. Too far, I've already discussed with my family. I don't plan to show up for my funeral. I'm going to call in that day and just not show up. They can have the funeral, but I'm not going to be there. Hey, Buck, once we get set up in Florida, you should probably just come down there and set that trailer up with us. Just saying. Just throw it right on the property. I say that jokingly. I know why you're still in the area you're in. Completely understand. Hey, make sure y'all give a like, a share, and all the other good stuff. Because he's doing a phenomenal job on this tattoo. Well, to me, he's doing a phenomenal job. I'm happy with it.
How'd you liking it so far?
Actually, Desert Outlaw, my sniffer doesn't work too well. So I don't mind unpleasant aromas to a very large degree. Give you an idea, while we were in China for a year and a half, the constant smell of septic tank aroma was, you could be walking through the market.
Really?
Yeah, and all of a sudden, that's all you smell.
Yeah.
It smells like someone's septic tank overflooded.
Whew.
You could be out in the park.
Yeah.
Watching the dogs run around. All of a sudden, when I came back for the 2 times I came back to visit, my mother had to wash my laundry 2 times before she let me wear it in the house. Oh, trust me, I rode through the countrysides of Alabama. I know why it's that green. And when old Mac says On the other side of the holler, that tells you exactly where you're at. When they start referring to locations as hollers instead of down the street or in the other neighborhood or down the block,
Yeah.
no, over there in the holler.
You can holler too, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna have to go back over to old Mac and spend some more time with him. He's got
Go holler at him.
yeah, he's got a house on his property that hasn't been lived in, and you might as well say uh, a century.
Yeah.
And there's a natural flowing creek that flows down through his property. And I think, with Brainy and me, how we've gotten more into the rock hounding.
Yeah.
I think she'd really enjoy to go over there and look for some rocks.
Give it a stay. Give it a holler.
A holla, holla down by the holla. And actually, this tattoo and the one on my left arm, I'm sending to another YouTuber who makes fun of tattoos.
Makes what? Fun of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Fluffy Talks.
You can have a good time then.
Yeah. And fans send him in tattoos, and he'll tell you, okay, is this a good tattoo? Well, you should have went to somebody. You should have paid a little bit more money for that tattoo.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. He talks about the location, the placements of the tattoo.
Makes you sound like you know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's very honest. He has no idea what he's talking about. He doesn't have any tattoos.
It makes you sound like you know what he's talking about.
He just likes to talk crap. Yep.
Yeah. There's a market for that.
Well, he does a good job too. I'll send you some of his videos. I don't think he's made fun of any of mine yet. I'll send him a couple.
Gives him the opportunity.
But eventually he'll bite the bait, and once he's there, I know how mushrooms are.
Will Mac leave us?
Let me pull it back up. Froggy's in the house.
Yeah. Frog, how you doing, Frog?
Hey, Froggy. Let me know when you go 2-4. I'll try my best to meet you over there with them again. Froggy, you haven't said hey to me yet. Now I'm a little offended. You said hey to the guy sitting next to me, but you haven't said hey to me yet. I'm supposed to be the man of the hour in this situation.
What's the power?
I mean, I wouldn't say power.
I'm just rhyming, man.
You got all the
I'm just
power.
rhyming.
So being that you just got here, Froggy, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good show was Sterling last night. Get to see any of that? No, you probably
No.
was trying to not die.
What time was this?
I know, so I say you're probably not trying to not die.
Man, I took a page right out of your book when you were washing the other bikes. Lined up my Harley and polished it up all nice and clean.
Talking to me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And then
Yeah.
Catastrophic changed the whole thing. I was looking forward to a chance of riding in and riding out. And then you hurt your toe too.
Yeah.
So I knew with that I wasn't going to put any pressure on you
Well,
to ride.
and problem made it. I still haven't tried it yet. It's not nearly as bad as the day it was, but I have not tried to do something crazy with it because I didn't want to give it no extra.
Incentive.
Yeah, I've been like even putting a limp on it when I walk just to make sure I don't put no pressure on it. So not because it hurt, I didn't limp. I did it to avoid using my toe.
Pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
Letting it heal.
Yep, exactly. So in the event I needed to do that, I might have had a chance.
He still hasn't said hey to me, anybody.
Who's that?
Frogzilla?
No.
He came in and said hey.
Damn waking up.
Well, he just said hey to everybody.
Yeah.
Brown chicken's in.
Maybe he likes to hear you bitch about it.
Maybe he does.
I think so.
Frog, are you intentionally antagonizing me, sir?
Some people do that.
My wife does that. Or that's how I feel. I feel she's intentionally antagonizing me.
Feelings are, they're just lying to you, man. Oh,
it's the ego again, right?
Yes. Yes. The Almighty know all.
That's a life lesson for all you out there. Check your egos.
Check it. If not, it'll be checking you. It'll give you some bad information. Damn bad information.
You know, if you keep pulling my hand down into your lap,
yeah,
you're gonna have to pay me. Oh, look, another commercial.
Get what I came for.
It's like being at the therapist, but having something to show for it after.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. How was your therapy today? Well, what do you think? It looks pretty good to me.
It really left a mark on me.
This point really sank in.
Yeah, deep, skin deep. Using the most hugest needle, doing all these small spots.
You're knocking it out, shit.
Yeah, that works great. It's just
using the edge.
Yeah. Just want to take time to stop. Let's see. Looks like I got this up here.
Hey, Nana Grace.
Nana Grace is in here. How you doing, Nana? Thank you so much for stopping in and seeing what's happening. Hope you're having a beautiful day.
Tell you what, the weather
outside. Is it Western New York?
Is she calling you the brave soul or me?
That's a
It's okay,
tough
Frogzilla.
call.
I won't hold it against you.
I think I see a little spot in this line. I'm gonna catch that again, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Whether it's okay or not, right?
Yep. You told me what you're doing, so you're gonna do it.
That's it.
I could argue, but then the
Yeah,
picture
I'm
wouldn't turn
still
out.
gonna do it, ain't I? Jerk. Jerk, I know.
Well, I've seen his artwork, None of Grace. So, and I've been talking to him for a while, so it was an easy choice. It was just lining up the trip.
The time to get here.
No, he didn't. And we actually discussed briefly what to name, what to title this video or the live stream. And I drew a blank.
I just came up with something simple, didn't I? I think it was simple.
Simple and catchy.
I don't even remember what it was.
Uh,
Statue of mushroom?
Yep.
Something?
Let's tattoo a mushroom live.
Let's keep
Yeah, it's the other way around for sure, Desert Outlaw. My hand is probably nowhere as light as his. And if you ever had a tattoo by a heavy handed individual, then you have had a very rough experience. The last tattoo I got from Jesse Returns, the tattoo artist that passed away last year. He did my the one right here on my chest.
Yeah.
And he drilled the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Of course, he was a buddy. Yeah, Brown Chicken. I'm in Virginia. We completed the ride or the drive up here. I drove the battle wagon because I have Siete in tow. But we pulled in or pulled up to the beach right around 10 o'clock or so. And of course, he doesn't do it enough justice of how close his shop is to the beach, folks. I'm talking like less than 100 yards.
I
You're on the
walked
beach.
out there from here a couple times. Like it's there.
Like literally
Nice, yeah.
right there.
Hey, you can hop right on in if you want.
You don't have to pay $6,000 to park your car.
No. It is if you don't mind gray water. It's not like the blue ocean or nothing.
It doesn't look that much different than the shores of Savannah as far as the water quality. I think your beach looked a lot better than Tybee Island. But I think most of Tybee's problem is the why Tybee exists, the tourism. Twisted arm any way you got to, buddy.
I do. I do. It's got to go where it got to go.
These are the laws, the rules.
Hmm?
I'm the only one who gives a shit about the rules.
Is he asking me or asking you?
I don't know. Not asking us nothing, I don't think. That was a Nunya you heard.
Yeah, you're right about that, Buck.
That was-
It's,
Sorry.
Buck's talking about the Tybee, how it's fresh water and the salt water meeting.
Yeah. Brackish.
Great if you like shrimp. It's going to be healed within 4 to 5 days, maybe a little bit longer. Usually not any longer than that, though. And the pain part is relative. Now, in more sensitive parts of your body, or areas of your body that don't get impacted a lot, it's going to be more sensitive, a little more ticklish.
Stick an ice cube on your ribs compared to your arm.
Yeah, that is an amazing way to, you know?
Yeah. One will make you jump, the other not so much.
You know, that seltzer is starting to be good.
What?
The seltzer.
Yeah.
As I'm sipping on this rain with it, I'm seeing that it's the flavor just tastes like a poured a little bit of water in it.
It's pretty messy right now, huh?
Mm-hmm. Look at that color popping, y'all.
Little here, little there.
To kind of give you a better um, personal description of how the pain is. Okay. Up here where he did the top of the mushroom head was not as delicate. Now where he's at right now, I can feel it a little more intensely. It's not bad.
Tighter tendons, I think.
Yeah. As he moves further across the inside of my arm, it's going to be a little more sensitive because that's not the impact area where I usually carry things or stuff usually hits me or gets scratched or stuff like that. It's going to be a little more sensitive. And that's kind of what we were hinting at before with the ice cube. Everybody's gone quiet, man.
What's that? On there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't get very much Hopefully it catches up.
Here in a second.
You have to completely go out, come back in,
Yeah,
I think.
that's what it looks like. There we go. Got it back, man.
Everybody else probably having a good time like we just did too. Wondering what the heck.
Yeah, that was not us, y'all. That was
Yeah, internet stuff.
the lords of the internet did not bless us. Still doing good there, buddy?
What?
Still doing good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Just
always
checking on
good. Yeah. Oh,
Another etiquette thing, guys. Always check on your artist.
yeah. Never. They never do. Ever. Always ask each other if we're good. You good? I'm good. I'm good if you're good. Good? Yeah.
For anyone who is thinking about getting a tattoo, find you a tattoo artist that is good, clean, and is willing to record it, because having
Yeah.
this to look at later,
Be pretty cool on it.
yeah, that's going to be a whole different aspect of the tattoo life.
Hooligan gets a few of his done.
Yeah, he does.
Recorded.
I wanted to go see him while I was over in Alabama.
Yeah. I think he was bumming, man. It's hard to get everybody when you're there. I mean, you rode there too.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a turn and burn. I knew, with
Yeah.
the dogs at home and the
Yeah.
chameleon. Like, I've got one of the 9 dogs with me, but the other 8, they have 4 containers of water. They have 4 containers of food. When I say containers, I mean
Yeah.
like full size.
It'll only take you a part of a day to get back anyway. Right?
Yeah.
So, you're good. It's like what, 9 hours
Uh,
from here?
10-ish.
10.
I actually saved a screenshot of the time frame.
Yeah, I looked it up this morning.
Yeah, it was a fun ride or drive. Wasn't bad.
Mhm.
Poor phone is struggling.
Your phone's struggling.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
Oh yeah, it's probably hard to get Wi-Fi in here, or your not your Wi-Fi, but your data. What the password was it? Give it to you. I just don't remember it.
I wouldn't worry about that, friend.
No,
Ain't nothing but a little signal speed. That's it.
that's it. Anybody come back in? They probably don't know we're going, huh?
Yeah, might not.
Anybody on the screen up there on the counter, top left
Oh, no. No.
on my.
Not that I can see.
There's 8. How is that before?
That looks like a 0 to me, dude.
Is it? I can't.
I can't see from here.
8.
8. Okay.
It's
can't
double
read-
zeros.
I can't read numbers.
Double zero.
Yeah, right at 9.5 hours.
Holler if you're hearing us out there. Quick howdy, hello, how you doing? Pink Floyd. Is there anybody out there?
Did you say the last tattoo you got was of baloney? Like you got a tattoo of baloney? Desert Outlaw, am I reading that right?
Yeah, it was on the balcony. God, it was on the balcony, man. Hanging off it. See there?
He says not literally baloney. Oh, this wasn't a good tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was baloney.
Hey, look,
Hey!
we talk about spam a lot. We talk about bologna. So someone having a tattoo of a slice of bologna
Yeah.
with a little red ring around it and a little cut to show that you fried it in the pan, would not surprise me if someone in our YouTube community had a tattoo of a slice of bologna.
Spam I am. I am spam. Spam I am.
You know, I didn't realize Angelique does not like the smell of spam
Yeah.
and curses old Mac every time he gets it because she has to cook it.
Damn it. I hate that.
Which when I brought him those 2 cans, it made me laugh even more.
Well, thanks, man. She's like, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, I know. I didn't bring you any spam. Hey, we can do
Oh, I
lunch.
didn't even think about that no more. I'd forgotten. Mm-hmm. I got better than spam, I think.
What's the
It's
difference
all
between
good.
spam
Just
and
being
treat me?
cool. I don't know. Cheaper?
I'm about to say, I grew up on treat meat. We didn't really
Me
see
too.
spam.
I've had that too. I just didn't. I said it was a little cheaper. Not as good because it was like that's a kid, mentality. I didn't know. It's just the lower form.
More snout than lip.
Yeah. More snout than lip. Exactly. Good God. A lot of details in this thing, man. I'm taking a little time, so
Do your thing, my friend. Do your thing.
yeah.
My phone kept telling me I had a message, but I wasn't seeing it. And now they just finally came through. It was brain trying us. Brainy's back. Still good?
Of course I'm good.
Of course I'm good. I'm always good.
That's right. Still an egomaniac.
And don't worry, Bernie. We checked on Meathead. She's doing good. Sleeping. Going up and down the beach this morning wore her out, especially after the long ride. And not sleeping good last night. Because, if I don't sleep good, she doesn't sleep good. She kept wanting to tell me about everybody who was walking up and down the hallway. When they opened the door, when they closed the door. Hey, Brandy, I don't think Froggy realizes yet that it's me sitting in the chair next to Moto. He may have realized it by now, but I don't think he's caught that yet. I just realized the mushroom doesn't have a face.
The mushroom don't have a face? Sure it do. His mouth wide open, all the glow is coming out, both the mouth and the eyes. That's what it is.
Sorry, Frog. I'm just giving you crap, man. Ow, that hurts.
It should. I ain't been up there in a minute.
Another rule for those who may be considering getting a tattoo. Make sure your tattoo artist has tattoos.
That's your Ed Hardy.
And you want to see some crappy tattoos on them. You want to know that they use themselves as a guinea pig at some point. I'll tell you the noise difference between these units and those older, I don't know what you call them.
Coil machine.
Yeah, coil.
Doorbells.
Hey Thomas, this is one of my mushroom warriors. You're welcome. Maybe you should have warned them about me first.
He fobbed him to death.
Gotta watch having conversations around me. I'll join in. Oh, he knows it now, Brandy. I'm just giving him business. You know how those guys like to do each other. If you don't flip each other off, you're not really saying hey.
Yeah. No butt patting, that's all. We ain't playing football yet.
All right. Hey, Grumpy, where at in the South are you? I know you told me the other day, but I don't remember.
Florida.
Grumpy?
I think so.
I thought Grumpy was from Georgia.
Let's find out.
I'm having a hard time remembering who's in which states now.
Where you from,
Oh,
Grumpy?
south of Tampa.
South Tampa. Yeah. See, Moto knows.
I should just ask you.
He knows something one time, and you say, see? Yeah, see, you get up and go take a victory lap right now.
Easy ego.
That's right. Will they ever get this done?
I mean, eventually.
I mean, there's like a million places to be. And they all got to be super smooth and super nice. What else should I do when I got that out? There you go. Get that up. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
He's having a company meeting with his employees, y'all. In case
Yeah.
you're wondering who he's talking to,
So
it's what we like to call in Georgia a staff meeting.
I make sure I get the right answer. Answer I want to hear.
If you always ask yourself, you always get the answer you want.
I want to hear. I know. Yeah. Thank you, Dean. Oh, you're welcome, man. You deserve it. You are worthy today of yourself. I know, man. You're the best.
No, no.
Was that deep?
You're the best.
No,
No,
you're the
you're
best.
the best.
Ah, come on, man. You're too kind.
So sick. I didn't know that was an actual a phrase for what it is. You know,
What it is. That's what it is, man.
he's talking about a safety meeting.
Yeah, that's going out and smoking some dope.
I had no idea that's what it meant.
Even I'm a non-smoking, dope smoking, know that.
Well, I'm
Just kidding.
sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just.
I lived in a bubble, man. I don't know what to do.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't live in a bubble, but there was a lot of stuff that my mom,
bubbled up.
like, yeah, she wrapped that stuff up, made sure I didn't know what it was. Didn't. Mm-mm. I remember when I was
It's a gas bubble.
8 or 9 years old, I was going through the carport. And of course, the carport was like 50 yards away from the house, right? And I was going through everything out there because I was like going through the old stuff. And I come across a key. And the key has got a weird cut going down it. And you squeeze it and the key splits open. And that was absolutely mind boggling to me why a key would do that. So I took it to Mom and said, Mom, look. And of course, I love collecting keys. And I took her the key and was like, look what this key does. And she took it from me promptly. Asked me where I got it. Told her where. And she said, not to go back to the carport until tomorrow. So imagine at some point she went out there and found my dad's previous stash and made it go somewhere else. And of course, as an adult, you start seeing that kind of stuff and like, oh, that's what that was. Daddy was smoking the green stuff and he didn't want it on his fingers, so he had to use that as a tweezer.
All the things you could have learned
Right.
ahead of time, but had to wait.
Just had to wait. But that's because Mom didn't want us knowing my dad was using anything.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't stay in the house long. You know,
Yeah.
my parents actually got married twice and divorced twice.
Well, valiant effort.
Yeah, well, they tried it a second time, but like, oh no, boat still has holes in it.
Yeah. The character defects that don't want to get along. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing more, nothing less. That I do know. That's the only thing that ruins all relationships.
You go and
You go on character defects. You know, all fueled by past experiences and lied to about a lot. The ego stuff, anyway. I mean, experience your experiences, but they don't have to have control on you. But when you defend pieces of your character that were worthless, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They conflict. They say, well, I got fear going. Once I have fear going, I recall on my ego instead of just like I was this morning.
Yeah.
You know, same effect. Cause and effect. That was a great revelation to find that out. It's like I knew what I was when I was in it, but just got to get through it. Luckily, I was around somebody who had love, patience, and tolerance, such as yourself as well. Because if you didn't and went to your ego and flashed up and brought it up, you know, then we'd both be like, had that big old wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd have been like, well,
Instead,
why are
we
you
didn't.
coming in
Yeah,
here?
exactly. Yeah, you could have went that way.
Look here,
Because I
man. You
was in
just
a-
you just get in your chair and you do your
That's
job.
right, man.
That goes back to checking on your artist, folks.
Now, that's good stuff to talk about and explain. A lot of people won't do that because their ego. It's too uncomfortable.
When I saw James to get the Shy Guy tattoo,
Yeah.
I showed up with 4 energy drinks and a pack of cigarettes because me and him both love energy drinks,
Yeah.
and he likes to smoke.
Yeah.
So I showed up with
Good.
what I thought he would need for the duration.
Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that. It's always a blessing.
That reminds me, you're the first challenge coin that's been delivered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got it. We should show that stuff when I get done. If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. It's yours. Do what you want with it.
It's your whole thing.
Hanging on the wall,
Do what you want to do.
tape it to your bike, chuck it at a stranger, whatever you need to do.
Melt it down, sell it for the going rate.
Yeah. I mean, there's some enamel on it. I don't know what you'll do with that, but
Hey. Bonus material.
yeah, it was actually a pretty good company to work with.
What is? Where you went with?
Yeah, Coins for Anything. Veteran owned. Felt like a smaller company than when I ordered my poker chips. I know when I ordered my poker chips, they were coming from somewhere way over out of the middle of nowhere, China, and they don't care what it looks like. They don't care if I'm happy with it or not. They just want to produce it and send it to you, and that's it. Ah,
Stop touching me. Stings.
mommy, it burns when I pee.
Yeah.
I know one person who is not going to like this.
Like what? Your mushroom?
Mom, Mom.
Gives you room to grow.
She says that about all my tattoos.
You know that?
Yep.
Gives you room to grow. Practice the old love, patience, and tolerance.
Oh, she's got a lot of practice for that when it comes to me.
Yeah. And at some point, you just quit fighting it, right?
My brother was the angel, and then when she had me, my mom realized she had the devil. I remember a story she told me. Of course, I was too little to remember it. I was being a heathen that night. I was causing so much trouble in the house. She was popping me, spanking me, and I just wouldn't stop. And she had to call my granddad, who lived, 100 yards down the hill, and tell him, "You have to come up here and get this child before I kill him."
Go come get Knucklehead.
In case y'all were wondering, yes, I was very problematic in my childhood. Every stop brings me closer to my last. Yeah, you're right about that.
My arm, every step brings me closer to my last.
Yeah.
He's good with lyrics. I heard him do a song. A Suno song. It was really good.
I'll tell you what, Old Mac has a blast creating songs.
There we go. That's how you do it. Too money for nothing.
You know, as you're singing those lyrics, a problem I had in my youth was I always sang the wrong songs to words, or to words to the songs. You know what I mean? English isn't my strong suit. Desert Outlaw is supposed to be here helping me with that.
English?
English. My English.
I don't know what English.
I English number one. Number one English speaker.
Starting to offend me.
But not being able to hear the actual word that is being said, I think, was what caused me to sing. Like there's an ICP song that I remember me and the girl I was dating at the time argued relentlessly about what the lyrics were. Now again, this was back in the early years where if you didn't buy the album with the album cover,
Yeah.
you didn't know the songs, you didn't know the lyrics because you didn't buy the little lyric pamphlet that went with it. If you pirated your music through LimeWire and Napster,
Crapster.
Crapster.
I had to get a few songs off that back in the day. That was about it. And one day I quit working. I was wondering what happened. And I found out about Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you guys are freaking dweebs.
Yeah. Yes and
I
no.
get it, but at that time I was not happy.
Yeah.
I understand now, but
It's like
I
all.
paid for this internet.
I went to this website. Why
I
won't this
paid
website
for
work?
it. Mine.
What I do on the internet's my business.
What did I do? What did I do to deserve all that? Green? Why did you turn green on me?
I didn't. I didn't turn green at all. I promise.
Yeah.
I feel great. And green's okay. Green is within the rainbow of colors, man.
Yes.
And it fits the channel. So if you got green in there, we okay. Yes, exactly. Juice Box Hero. That's exactly it. Recognize those lyrics? The Juice Box
Juice
Hero
Box, yeah.
with stars in his eyes.
I always say that all the time.
Well, the ICP lyrics were, it was the difference between a serial killer and it was a silly rabbit versus a serial rabbit. And I could not figure out which one I was hearing. Am I hearing it's a silly rabbit or a serial rabbit? And I still don't know to this day. Although she argued that it was a serial rabbit. Props to you if you know which song I'm referring to when it comes to ICP and silly rabbits.
No.
The problem I always had with ICP fans and
Insane Clown Posse. Oh, I know.
yeah, they some people take it too serious, you know. Yeah, they're making songs about going out and killing pigs and stuff like that, right?
No. Yeah.
But they're not actually doing it.
Yeah.
They're and if you listen to their lyrics, they're not talking about going after people who are like you, right? Like old Mac, good-hearted people. Their songs are about going after the evilness.
Like the Dexter.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And when they're what ruined them for one fan that I was friends with is when they, I think it was in 2002, when they finally said that what they're referring to in all their songs, the afterlife, that's all real. They're not trying to hide religion. They're telling y'all the world is going to come to a point where the end will come, right? And when your end comes, you need to know what side of the street you're going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it very clear at that point. In none of their songs are they indicating they're going to be on the other side. They're always on the side that is trying to make society
Yeah.
better, more tolerant, more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say that, but that poor guy, once he found out they were actually religious and didn't want to destroy the world, he's like, I'm not listening to those guys anymore. And at that point, I'm like, I'm going to listen to them more now. That'll learn them.
Oh.
Well, there's your problem.
Right there between the ears. Your thinker has been engaged.
Thomas and Grace are talking about the eyebrow tattoos. I know y'all can see it on the screen. That little needle coming in and out of that tip, laying the ink down. That's mesmerizing to be over here watching that. He's making me move around some more, y'all. Hang on.
What you wanted to show him? I did.
We did. It's us. I mean, I mentioned it. You wanted to show him. That's where my part of the connection goes.
Something like that.
Y'all see that little needle?
It's showing up.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. It's almost zoomed in just enough where you can see the skin moving.
Yeah. That's a good little, it's only $80 webcam too. 1080p,
Really?
yeah. Yeah, it could be a little nicer, I guess, but lighting could be better. That probably would help.
I mean, having someone help you prepare would have been.
No, I just didn't. I know I just don't have the money for lighting and all that stuff like that you really need. You know, if I could. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to spend it on that. As you know, I got other things rolling now.
Yeah. Old Mac was able to tell me part of my problem with my editing. And this is for anyone out there who's using CapCut. you're limited at 1080 output. It
So I use.
Well, for those who have
Yeah.
the Insta360s that
Then
are
it's
the
different.
5K or
Yes.
8K
Yep.
and wondering why your videos aren't showing up in 8K, it's because your editing program won't
Well,
release it in 8K.
With that too, like I can shoot in 1080p, but all my videos will say they were done in 4K on YouTube.
Really?
Because when I process them after 1080p, it doesn't really upgrade the thing, but it gives it the highest amount of resolution so that YouTube doesn't downgrade it even more when they upload. So you trick it by telling it it's 4K. So when you process your video after you got it all cut and made, you say, what's your output? You put your output in the parameters that you want them to be, and I put them in 4K.
See, folks, you learned something today.
And then they come out in 4K.
Well, I need to look and see if I can get it to come out in 8K. Once I get that camera
Yeah.
back, anyway.
Yeah, do you have the paid version
Paid
for CapCut?
version. What is paid version? I've heard y'all talk
I don't know.
about paid versions before.
I don't know. Sometimes you only get so many things with
Oh yeah, the free version.
I want the free stuff.
You're limited, for sure.
So
And just like who was it? Sick was.
yeah, he got screwed, man. They kept him in jail, man, with the CapCut till he bought it and wouldn't let him process his video, which is really. They should tell you before, hey, if you go through all this, you're not going to get your video.
It tells you at the when you
Oh.
click upload,
Well, then
it pops up with a little error message saying you
I
are
probably
using.
knew that, but yeah, he couldn't get his stuff that he had edited all that work.
Well, it does.
Till
It gives you the
afterwards.
chance to go back, but it doesn't tell you which one was the problem. So if you go through and use
Oh, you're
20, 30 different things off CapCut,
well, it shouldn't be that many. You're just using transitions or some lighting of whatever effects. There's only a few effects. I'm sure you didn't use that many effects, and some effects that you use, you have to pay for. Say like a certain transition that is more high grade transition.
Yeah.
You have to have a paid version to use it. Otherwise, you just got to use a regular transition, one that they may give you that molds them together.
may not be
But
what
nothing
you want.
fancy and spinning and doing this and say that's just one thing.
It's like a drug dealer.
Yeah, the first one's free.
We'll let you taste it for free. Next hit's going to cost you $50 a month every month.
You want that real bad right now? No, I don't. Never again. How's that?
That's why I don't use the paid version.
Never.
And I thought about getting the paid version for a good editing program. But honestly, I can't make it 6 months without having to.
Dude, if you ain't
repair
getting
a
paid,
camera.
if you ain't getting paid much, or you ain't getting whatever why spend to make, why, in a way, unless you just want to. It's really not necessary.
Well, it's been
You know.
my experience so far. It's working.
She got a big channel. You're getting $1,000, $2,000 a month.
I'd be happy they just bought me a sandwich once a month.
Yeah. You're an attaboy. Attaboy.
Right? Just pat me on the head, you
That
two.
was
Tell me I
great,
did a
man.
good job.
Did a good job.
Tolga.
Yeah, you can see the skin bounce a little, can't you?
I'm telling you, it's wild, man.
Wish it came in. See if that light over here does anything different. It's about the same, huh? Come on, catch up.
Da, 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 da.
Kind of looked better for a minute, didn't it? I don't know.
You won't regret it, Thomas. He's not heavy-handed. I mean, you watch his work, right? So you see the attention to detail that he is spending on what could have been in other shops. Just, all right, we're gonna make this gray. This is gonna be gray. This is gonna be black. This is gonna be red, and it's all solid colors. There's no fading, no shading.
Yeah.
But y'all have seen him in this video. He is spending the time to make sure he is getting the correct color blend like he wants it. And if he's not happy with the shading, I can see him going over and adding more either white or black or yellow or whatever.
Yeah, you have to go a couple times at it to readjust. Getting everything solid and up to the line is what's really important. Even if the shade is off a little bit, as long as it's solid and it's contrasting, and it's looking good, and it'll stay, and not overdone. If you overwork something, like if I go into this 6, 8 more times trying to correct it or get it right, you'll get a bad scab and it won't heal right. The skin won't accept nothing no more. It has its limit. Skin is only so patient.
Right.
I've had enough. That's it. We're all done. We're out of here.
Absolutely on that.
Sayonara.
If anyone's met the highway at any kind of speed, your skin checks out quickly and does not get in a hurry when it comes to growing back.
Yeah.
That was one of the weirdest things for me is, watching my skin grow back, getting the feeling and all back in my arms and such. And I remember going to the doctor to get them to release me to go back to work. And the doctor's looking at me. She's like, "You really think you're ready to go back to work?" I said, "Yeah, my arms are pretty much healed. I think I'm ready." She said, "Okay." And she gives me 2 fingers in my hand, says, "Squeeze my hand or fingers as tight as you can."
She didn't say pull your finger,
Yeah.
huh? Damn it.
And I squeezed and I thought I was going to be crushing this poor lady's fingers together. And she's just looking at me as blank faced and unimpressed as you can.
But you were going to be Jukebox Hero.
Yep, juice box hero.
Juke.
Hey, we said juice around here,
I
buddy.
know. You can juice it up all you want.
Got that song stuck in his mind now.
Mm-hmm. I can go any way I want it to. That's right.
Yeah.
It's yours. Take it. Young Guns,
I remember that movie.
when they're all going through the tribe of
I need to watch that movie again.
tripping hard, aren't they?
There's a lot of movies I watched in my youth, because growing up, you watch whatever dad tells you to watch. If he feels like watching a Western, you're watching Westerns.
Oh, those suck. When you're a kid, I didn't enjoy those very much. Like Bonanza and stuff, I didn't like at all.
No, I wouldn't go with the shows. Now the movies he put on, okay, I could watch them. I can't
Clint
remember.
Eastwood.
Yeah, Eastwood and John Wayne. One that sticks in my mind is a mule for Sister Sarah. Did I get that right?
I don't know.
It's one of those things where he picks up a nun, or what is dressed up as a nun. Turns out she was not a nun. And he took her under his wing and was watching after her because he thought she was a nun.
She wasn't having none of that.
None of that. She was one of the saloon hers. Of course, he found that out once he got to the saloon she was from. Somewhere down in Texaco. You know, but growing up, I didn't know they made the Cannonball Run an actual thing. I thought it was just a movie, and that was it.
Yeah, no, that became a quite a event, you know.
It's like that ride that Bleak Rides was talking about over the past month. And of course, as soon as I bring it up, I draw a blank as to what.
He does some cool stuff. Though.
Yeah, he
His
does.
editing is pretty amazing.
I gotta get good at the video old Mac released after I left, where he's just playing the video of us riding and he's talking over that.
Yeah.
I gotta get where I can do that.
Oh, it's easy.
You say that.
You just need a mic. Might not even need that, but it's very helpful to have a big, clear voice. Just a mic. Got a
Well-
lavalier mic?
I do. I have. Of course I do.
Gotta plug it into your. You got a PC?
Laptop, close enough.
Yes. Yeah. You use one of your USB ports, and if you have a paid version, it'll allow you.
y'all.
Maybe you need one. Maybe you need a paid version. And at the bottom where you have your soundtrack for your videos, there'll be a little button on that says record. You press that there, and it'll start going. It'll go 1, 2, 3. Some of them do anyway. Mine does. And then you just start talking as you're watching your video. Just talk right through it, and then it'll be there, that whole soundtrack right underneath your.
Sick. Go into CapCut and see if you have it under the paid version, sir. Because if you have it under the paid version, I want to see if I may have it under the unpaid. The caveman's version.
Or you can take your
Sorry.
camera.
I feel like I got to do
If
that
you're
every
making
time.
a motovlog, have it there. Watch your video. Make sure you don't have nothing coming out on your speakers that it's going to pick up in a quiet room. You just talk to it. And then when you have 2 tracks, you stack that one underneath it and only use the audio of that track.
Okay.
You can use it in camera if you want to put yourself in a small little corner so you can watch you talk. You can do that with your Hero or your whatever camera you're using. VoiceOver is just convenient. You can hit that and boom right there and do it right away. There's a lot of ways you can do that. All you need is your audio from that film that you just took with your camera. Stick that right underneath, start talking and use that part.
I'm going to try that
Yeah.
when I get home
Mm-hmm.
in like 48 hours or something.
How's that looking to you? Good?
Oh, man, that is phenomenal.
Looking at. We're almost there.
We're almost done, y'all. For those who have been with us for the duration,
How long have we been on it? 3 hours? 2 hours?
it
3
is
hours?
almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah, about 2.5, almost 3 hours. Yeah, I ain't been in a hurry though, have you?
No.
Nah.
Last time I got in a hurry, I got a ticket.
Yeah, man. That's what you get for being Russian.
Maybe I should be Canadian.
You should.
I don't know of any Canadians that get tickets. They're just too nice of a people. And again, for everyone out there, I do not blame the officer at all for giving me a ticket. He only gave me a following too close ticket, not a reckless driving or speeding or road rage. None of that. None of that. Just following too close.
Didn't get what you deserved. Isn't that something?
Yeah. And when you can walk away and still, shake that officer's hand, because again, I'm the one that caused the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault. He's just the one that saw me acting like a jackrabbit.
Hey, we hired him.
Yeah, we
Kinda,
hired him.
sorta. At least to do the right job.
And in
I'm
that
gonna
situation,
protest him, man. You didn't do the right job with key fob. You should have gave him the full brunt. He ain't gonna learn shit from that. Okay?
he's not even gonna pay that ticket, you idiot.
Yeah, he ain't just gonna pay it and say, all right, let's go do it again.
Nah, I am gonna pay the ticket. For those who are worried, I know I've been saying I'm not gonna pay it. That's just me talking,
Shit.
talking junk. Sorry, talking shit.
That's right.
I keep forgetting I'm with a
We're 8
friend,
minutes
so I
into
can
tough shit.
be a little unpolite with my language.
Trying to be cool here. Trying to have a good time. Is it working?
I even thought about making a video after I pay the ticket, of course, because I
Yeah.
don't want to lose the information before I pay it. Just going out and be like, I'm not paying this ticket, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
and set it on fire.
That's it.
And everybody, oh my God, he burned the ticket. He's going to go to jail for not paying his ticket, and he's going to get a failure to appear bench warrant. And yeah, I'm well aware of how all that works, guys. I know how to avoid those situations because I have created those situations enough in my life. So I now know how to avoid that.
That's your ego speaking again.
Well, knowing how to.
You talk yourself, you bullshit yourself so hard, man.
Yeah.
You smell it?
I was wondering if I stepped in there or you.
Did you notice that too? Yeah, I did. God, it's amazing how automatic it works. I don't know. Yeah, I know you know. We all learn from mistakes, really.
No,
Most
I
of
actually
them.
learned the hard way.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
The state of Georgia will suspend your license if you fail to appear. So when you don't pay any ticket, doesn't matter what it is, if you don't appear in court and don't pay it, in Georgia, they will suspend your license and issue a bench warrant. So the next time any law enforcement finds you and runs your name across the, I can't remember what it's called right now. They've gone international or national with it. But if your name comes up and you got a bench warrant, it doesn't matter if it's just got to. You're not going to try. That's fine. Hours, man. When we left the house, I got her a bag of nacho cheese bugles, honey bun, and some powdered donuts. Just something to kind of make her wag her tail a little bit on the trip. And I gave her the bugles. She didn't want a single one of those. I tried to give her the honey bun this morning. She gave it a lick 3 times and then looked at me and laid down. I'm gonna give her a Whopper, and she's all happy. We may have to adjust my arm for your angle. That looks fantastic,
That
dude.
might be better. I'm waiting for that axe to last, and then just get all this stuff that might get sore quick, done first. Might get sore. Oh, it's sore, probably.
Mhm. It's definitely a little more tingly than it was previously.
Mm-hmm. But you twitch.
Yeah, I felt my
It's
arm do that.
okay.
My back's doing it too, so. I hope me coming up here to see him and get this tattoo and going to see old Mac puts a little wild squirrel in y'all's britches.
Yeah, go do the same things.
You don't have to travel 5 miles across state lines or 5 miles, 5 hours across state lines or nothing crazy. There's members of our community in your own states, right?
Yeah.
Just in Georgia alone, there's 4, 5, 6, 8 of us. Florida. So get out there, guys. Get on your bikes, your trikes, and ride and go see each other. Now, Sick was right. It's hard to plan and get a lot of different parts together. But just keep it small. 2, 3 people.
Here we are.
Yeah. To steal the title that retired writer used, John, in one of his last videos. Once it's gone, it's gone. There's not going to be any more. Once you run out of time to talk to somebody, there's no more time to talk to them. If something were to happen to me, let's say on my ride home, right? God forbid, but it's possible. Now, Motobomb is going to remember I came to see him. He's going to appreciate that. Or I appreciate it more than he does, I think.
Oh, we will. That's both 2 ways, bro. 2 ways.
And folks like old Mac,
Yeah.
they live for someone to talk to, there are millions of tales in each of our minds that we're just itching to talk about. And YouTube gives us a good outlet for that, but there's a difference between making a video to cover a topic versus sitting down and talking to a friend or a fellow YouTuber, content creator, whatever term you want to give it. To me, it means more.
Yeah.
Or that might be ego again. I don't know.
No, it does. It's speaking how you feel, man. That's all it is, right?
And this tattoo I could have got done at
Up the road.
20 minutes from my house. There's Atomic Valkyrie and Warner Robins. There's the shop.
Damn good work too.
Yeah, amazing work. They
Mhm.
have they did a tattoo of a mushroom the other day, and I commented on. but it's not about the artwork, right? Anybody who does tattoos can if you bring them a picture, they can pretty much do it for you. But if I'd have gone to another shop, then that tattoo wouldn't have been a tattoo by Dean, right? It wouldn't have been a tattoo done by a friend of mine.
Hmm.
Just like when James wanted to do the Shy Guy tattoo.
Yeah.
I like Shy Guy. I grew up playing Mario. I didn't have an itch for a Shy Guy tattoo,
There he
but
is. Who came on? Did you hear that? Yeah. Who is it?
six.
Sarah.
Good. How you doing, man?
Hey, buddy.
You got yourself up there on the stage? I can't see right now.
Yeah.
Because you can do it picture in picture, do
He's got
whatever.
picture in picture.
That's great you came by, man.
Yeah, just saying hi.
That's all right. Appreciate you.
What am I doing? I'm trying
We've been asking that for a long time, Sick.
Right?
to.
He's playing.
What am I
layout
doing?
now.
Come on. That's not it.
Have fun doing it, though, whatever it is you're doing.
I want to. Oh, wait. I got it.
Do it on 11.
There.
If you're doing it, do it on 11.
Turn it up to 11, Sick.
I got key fob up here.
So what you doing this weekend, Sick?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up filming something in the next couple of days. I guess maybe go for a ride or something, get some gas or something. I don't know. And so I'll have something to edit. So I'd like to put something out every week at least, you know. Or
That's good.
try.
Yeah, as Dave says, you have to feed the sausage factory.
Yeah, try to be consistent at least, if anything. Consistency is what I heard is key. So I don't know. You guys can still hear me and everything, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Can the audience hear me?
I mean, we're not in the audience, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This
I would
is.
imagine.
You got a good point there.
You can go check it on your phone real quick.
That Outlaw says they can hear you.
Just mute
Oh,
you.
okay, good. Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Does it seem like this is taking forever, Sick?
It doesn't seem like it's taking forever, but you're doing a lot of attention to detail, and it is a complex piece because it has a lot of different
Blending. Yeah, it's like an oil painting, man. It's not just we got red here, blue there, pink there, and
Yeah, you got dark red, you got black, you got pink, you got red, you got all kinds, you got burgundy, you got all kinds of stuff going on over there.
Yeah.
And that goes right back to what I was saying a second ago. You know, if I'd have went to just any shop, I may not be getting this attention, you know?
Yeah, I have horrible skin. Ever since I got diabetes, I don't think my skin tattoos well at all.
Yeah, that makes a difference, man. And how you heal too.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't heal, then it's.
Well, that's why I don't have anything below my waist.
That's what she said.
Done. You know?
One more time.
I don't have any tattoos on my legs or feet or anything.
Yeah, that would not be good. You wouldn't be able to feel it though.
That would be a benefit. You wouldn't be able to feel it going in.
I hardly feel anything.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Baba Booey.
Stop, Fafafui.
Fafafui.
Did you come on for this abuse?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I signed up. That's why you probably weren't here earlier.
I came in at the end to see if
Just about at the end.
just to see if you wanted me to throw some comments up, but I don't think that's necessary.
Dude, yeah, if you want. I don't think nobody's around no more.
I told her, Thomas.
There's 7 people watching.
Is there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 7 people watching. You know what's great? I can partake without being on screen. I can but still be on screen. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, we know you partake
I got
off
you.
screen all the time.
There
True.
you go. He's off. Let's see the wizard.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where's
The wonderful
Cisco?
Wizard of Oz.
He's going on an adventure.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on this weekend.
Smash it with a rock, Thomas. That's how I reset mine.
Isn't it Mother's Day this weekend?
Yeah,
Don't tell me that. It is.
Mother's Day.
That's gonna change all my plans then.
Yeah, Mother's Day, I believe, is this weekend. I'm not quite sure if it's this weekend, so if someone could confirm that in the chat.
it is, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was my daughter just mentioned it to me, asked me if I wanted to come over this weekend. I said sure, because it's Mother's Day. So unless she's wrong, that's a confirmation. But it could be wrong.
No, we're gonna use that as fact. Moto said
That's
it.
facts, bro.
It's
She ain't
It's fact.
I don't think she's wrong about much.
If it rebuttals for us, I'm gonna tell her it's always on her. You messed up a whole community of YouTubers.
Your
She'll love me.
turkers.
She'll love me for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
I can't believe she's not going to VAM.
No, she's gonna go to Legoland and all that with the kids, man, you know.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, I'm missing VAM and GAM and FAM and
She'd have to suffer riding that R1 again anyway, so. Probably didn't look forward to that. She loves that thing. That's what she says.
I can see why.
What's today?
That's what she says.
Today's Wednesday.
Yep, today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Hope you didn't have any other appointments scheduled today.
No. No, so I was coming in. No big hurry. Didn't matter.
I would reset the modem now, Thomas. I kind of would have been
He was
reading,
asking how.
singing back and forth a little bit, but it
There's-
wouldn't hurt to reset it.
Do you have voiceover on your CapCut? Like you just hit a button and
Yes.
you can
Yeah.
start. Okay.
Where's that at? Because I may
Um,
just be overlooking it in the free version.
Usually in your soundtrack there, the bottom there where your actual video is.
It's
Yeah,
up.
maybe
It's
in the
it's
area
up
I'm afraid to
top
go into.
right. 'Cause it would probably be under audio, or it could be in the top left under ad stuff. You know how some stuff's on the left, some stuff's on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
stuck in the middle with you is right. Stuck in the middle with you.
Jokers to the left. Clowns to the left, me jokers to the right. There we are.
Right.
Stuck in the middle again.
Fafafooey.
Mm-hmm.
Dog wanna eat. The dog, I can tell.
I got that. We want to do light and white.
I can tell that the dogs, every time I start measuring the dog's food really good, they start wanting food earlier and earlier in the day because they're on a diet. I'm trying to get them to shed a couple pounds.
The vet told old Mac that his dog is obesely overweight.
Yeah, grotesquely obese.
Yeah, that's that. There you go.
Yes, that's how big that little dog is. Yes.
Oh, I know. I've seen him. I've held him.
Yeah, it was like a meatball.
He is solid though.
I'm sure he is.
Like I don't think that's fat.
I'll be right back. I check the mailbox.
Check the mailbox, man. Let us know if it's still there.
Hey, do not bark at me going to the mailbox.
Bark at him, Jade. You deserve
No one bark at me. Seriously, dude.
it. Bark at him for me, Jade. hope everybody's enjoying this as much as I am.
Me too.
I think the one I'm getting making is gonna go on the bottom side of this arm, my left arm. Yeah, Angry D, we still going, man. I keep,
Angry D's there.
I keep
How you
checking on
doing,
my
bro?
artist to make sure he's
He's
okay.
like, holy shite, Nike. I'm sure glad he ain't tattooing me. You take too long.
All righty. Angry D. What's up, brother man?
That's right.
Gas prices and taxes, that's what's up.
That's what's up, yeah.
That's what was right, yeah.
Well, I finished my seltzer water and I did not get sick, so that's a good sign.
Come on.
Where are we going? Keep saying, come on.
Get this. This one will be better. There we go.
He's getting ready to give me another tip, y'all.
There's the big tip.
He said, breathe in, the big tip's coming.
There it is.
Just a tip.
Promise.
Mama Monkey. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Shadow time.
You know, when I sent this image to him for the idea of what we were wanting, I had no idea it would turn out this amazing.
Yeah, we ain't done yet. We might jack it up last minute.
You may jack it up last minute, but all the way up to the point where
So
you
far.
jack it up.
Yeah, he's done this a couple times.
It's just like falling out of a 10-story building. Everything's fine until you reach the bottom.
Hello.
It's
I
not
had
the
no idea
speed
the
that
sudden
kills
stop
you.
was.
It's not the speed that kills you, it's the sudden stop.
Yeah, right? And then how everything bounces around inside after that.
Yeah, it turns to cello. Good times.
If you're smiling and you stay happy, it's hard to have a bad time.
I'm jealous. I gotta go get one of those.
You gotta go get what?
One of those.
Well, go get one.
Yeah, I know.
Fuckafooey.
You want a mushroom too? I'll send you a mushroom.
No, I'm good. No mushrooms for me. I want a dead piece, and I want a Forgotten Angels winning the FXR piece. But right now, I can't even afford another pair of pajama pants because I destroyed the. I put them on the other day.
Just out of nowhere, like finds the most ridiculous thing as an example.
Right.
You know, I love that stick. That is freaking great.
Dude, the other day I
Look
put
how funny that is.
on and I have a giant hole in my pajama pants and my foot got caught in it, and it made the hole even bigger, dude. I was so pissed.
Oh,
I was like, imagine if they were jeans. Oh, it was hot. I was like, damn it. I was like, I'm down to almost one pair of pajama pants.
Why don't you just sew them up, man?
Yeah, okay. I'll meet you there. We'll have a sewing class together.
Send them to me. I'll sew them for you.
Sewing is good for the whole family.
Yeah.
Seriously, send them to me. I'll fix them.
Amazon.
I know I've said this several times during this video, but it is so weird to be feeling the pain in my arm and look over to the left and him not be touching me, or see him touching me and no pain connected to it. It's just weird.
Yeah. There's like a minute delay or something. Sometimes it's even longer. You go on a VAM key fob?
No, brother, no.
Yeah, I can't afford VAM. I don't think.
Not going to VAM, GAM, FAM.
Yeah, I'm not going to GAM either.
That's it today.
But you never know.
I didn't think I'd have a motorcycle to ride to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
So AC has got to be completely replaced.
What has to be replaced?
His air conditioner.
The one I bought 2 years ago.
Oh. It has puffed its last cold blast of air.
It's back in the winter when it wasn't puffing hot air.
Yeah,
Is when it gave up.
it gave up a long time ago. I just didn't know it. I was paying outrageous electrical bills.
Damn it.
I didn't know. So
Didn't expect that, huh?
that's how it is, man.
That is so annoying, dude.
Sure, I'll survive.
Come on. Dave?
Dave's not here, man.
Jay's not here, man.
Dave, how about Jeff?
Don't be like Jeff. Don't even Jeff's dead.
Don't be like Jeff, boys and girls.
Oh, it's funny. All right. You want to eat? It's 4:15. I'll feed you 15 minutes early.
It was a hoot this morning, wasn't it?
That was hysterical, bro. I was dying.
You know, I missed all that because Verizon doesn't like Virginia.
Yeah, stop.
That replay, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll catch you on the
It
replay
was funny.
once I get back home.
I'm gonna find out all the smack we talked about you when you went there.
Good. If my friends didn't talk smack about me, I wouldn't think they love me anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Kind of true. Well, that sounds good.
Right?
Save me one. Fresh cookies.
Buck, what I learned with radar detectors is by the time your radar detector picks it up, they've already picked you up. So there's no point. Now, the GPS notifications, I do find those quite handy when it says, police speed trap reported ahead. And actually, the traffic kind of picked up on my cues. When I would drop out of the fast lane and get into the slow lane and start following cars instead of setting the pace, they kind of realized, hey, this guy's slowing down at just the right times. Let's just follow him.
Relax.
Hey, brother, you want a little more on the screen, or
Oh,
you good?
we're about done anyway, so.
Okay. Just checking on
Yeah,
you.
no, if we're good, we're good. I can't tell.
Y'all remember that rule? Check on your artist.
I can't tell if we're good. Is that good?
Oh, I'm loving
We
it.
caught up? No, I mean the. Yeah.
Yeah,
caught
the
up.
angle's good.
Okay.
Look at that scaling in the armor, y'all. That is.
Yeah, it looks like there's highlights there that ain't there though. Those little white specks.
Yeah.
They're not even there. Well, they are, but they're in the pores. Not tattooed.
So the white will wash out in that
From
area.
that.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
see on, no, there's
Those
just
little
nothing
dots.
there. It's not even really there. What you're seeing on the screen is an illusion. It's an illusion.
Oh. See, I learned something else here today, y'all.
Is that a dog?
Yeah. You know, sick.
Oh! I thought it was actually here. Like somebody came in the back door. Did they come bring your dog in or something? I didn't know. It wouldn't happen, would it?
No. And sick will vouch for you. No one is going to grab her and bring her in. No one is going to enter that vehicle.
Hello.
Hello. Telemarketer. Get him, sick. Get him.
Has he got one?
I think he's got one. I think he muted himself. Sick. Don't take the phone away.
Yeah, I did. I took the mute away. I put the mute on because I told him to,
Piss off.
Well, yeah, not so many words. Not that nice.
Yeah,
I
that's not good.
asked him how he got my phone number and if he could kindly take it off the list he got it out of.
We got it from the database.
Yeah, database. I'll give him a database.
Yeah. Data go here and data go there.
Yeah.
Data print that right in the face. It's data face. Not database.
You looking at that thing mighty hard, buddy. You all right? Is it doing what you want it to do?
What?
The machine.
I'm just doing my work, man. Just doing my job. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, I would say it's a lot more than just doing your job, sir.
Okay.
You are making.
Dude, it looks so good.
Ain't that a problem? You know.
You're
I wouldn't be
providing
using it.
entertainment to the folks out here watching, and the folks who are going to be watching the replay. And you know, Brady's going to sit there in California and just watch it over and over and over. Hey, Sick.
Yeah.
How far is it to Forgotten Angels from your house again? 2 hours?
2 hours. Yeah, the back way is 3 hours. But if you want to take 75 and shoot down that way, you can get there in like 2.5.
If you were to be riding down there, which way would you go? The 2 hour trip or the 3 hour trip?
I take the 3 hour trip both times I've been down there. However many times I've been down there.
Just to avoid the interstate?
I went with Buck on the interstate because we were in a truck.
Oh.
But when I've ridden, I've taken the back way. Everybody eat everything? Good girls. You guys want to go out? Do not bark at me. Get out.
Okay.
Go. You want to go out?
Yes, I want to go out.
Go.
Are you asking?
Out. Legs out.
Are you asking me that?
Well, you should already know they want to go out.
I'm gonna go out, roll in the dirt, and come back in. Don't want no damn bath afterwards either.
Well, they rolled around in that dirt for a reason.
Dude, they're savage, dude. They finish that food in like 5 seconds.
They think they're chickens.
Yeah, they just think they're chickens.
He's the best bass.
I didn't know chickens did that until
Nona Grace and all those
Yeah.
that we've been watching. I know we've been learning a lot. Them being broody and
Yeah.
wow.
I think we got it, Bob. I think I'm done messing around.
That looks fantastic.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It's like literally, it looks literally better than the picture.
Happy?
I am absolutely happy, man. This is worth.
See if that looks
every-
okay. Dude. If you want
Oh, no,
actual
I'm
pictures,
happy.
you got to give me a. You had the actual movie up.
All right. So, one thing to remember, folks, is when you leave your arm in one position for 4 hours,
You can't just jump right out of it.
it may not want to work for you.
It may not want to operate correctly.
Here, let's see. There's key fob, yo.
Sweet, bro. That's awesome, bro. Oh, wait. There we go. Sweet. That's awesome. Hold on. Go back to full screen. Let me go to full screen with that.
You gotta come back, man.
I'm
Come
coming,
on.
bro.
Come on, one more time. Full screen.
He wants you on the full screen.
Trying to get more of me. You see that?
Yeah, there we go.
That's awesome, bro. That's great. Hell yeah, man.
You know, just like little kids, man. I gotta do something stupid because the camera's on. That's me.
That's what friends do, man.
Well, that's part of our memory, ain't it, huh? So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we hold up to it.
That's
I
fantastic.
see you live and watch you grabbing my
Hell yeah, man.
Kahunas. It's coconuts.
like,
Well, no,
coconut.
not the no. Yeah, they're balloons.
Balloons.
Coconuts are a little bit different location.
Oh, yeah.
Coconuts are a different location, by the way.
That was
Acorns.
bad. That was bad. Off the cuff, that was terrible.
Well, take that out in editing, guys.
We'll edit that. That was a oopsie. Jeez, man. Here we go. Then we got it done.
Yep. All right, y'all.
Whew.
Show's back in his hands. He's going to decide when we cut this off. I
All right.
got to do one thing you have to make sure you do for all your artists. Pay them, tip them.
Oh, bro. I'm good. Oh, let me see here. Sick, are you still here, man? Did he leave for good? All right, man. No
He's
worries.
there, he's just not there.
That's all right. I got it now. Olga, laughed out loud. What did he say? Midnight. At midnight. Dang. What you doing, man? I think we're ready to bust on out of here. Key's got to do stuff, and
Yeah.
Papa Dog is probably ready for another little run. Who knows?
Yeah, but I know she's ready to eat something.
Yeah, it was good.
Hours.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, man. I'll take some pictures. We'll catch them up. We got to do that still yet.
Nice.
And if you want to cut it off anytime, you're good too, Sick. I'm just going to patch them. I don't know if you want to leave it on for that. It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him on main stage, and then I'm gonna bounce.
All right, bro. Thanks for your help. That was nice to wrap this up and part of the memory and for him to have on his
Hell yeah, bro.
live here and video. So
Good times.
good times. Yep.
Great time.
See you later.
I do.
Go on.
Rest.
Let's get this a little bit cleaner. Pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Might give you a little different look at it. I don't know.
Yeah, buddy. That is nice.
All right. Let's get this taped up.
Sorry, man, I'm bleeding out over here.
Is it?
No.
No. Yeah, I didn't think it was. You didn't really bleed it in at all, really. And I did a lot of work to, all that little bit in the middle
Just a little
where
bit.
that white was.
Yeah.
One little spot. One little spot. Make sure the dog don't get up on your arm and scratch you across that thing. I know you probably know that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just be extra. I think what I'll do is put the layered patch over you, then we'll wrap it with saran wrap so that we make sure you know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
dog don't have no problems or worries in case that is your arm. You probably go back.
It is. But where she's sitting, man,
Yeah.
that ain't no reaching her. That came out amazing.
All right.
Look at that. It's got pre-measured lines and everything for you.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Mm-hmm. What do you say? I guess nobody's talking no more. I don't know.
Just sticking there's all.
Yeah, all right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap this up in just a minute.
Literally.
Yeah, wrap this up too. Woo. One more little piece on there.
Just for the tip.
Yeah, for the tip, we missed a little spot. I need to buy some more of this. All I got is this small stuff. Cool. All right, there it is, all patched up.
Good to go.
That's all, folks. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thanks, Tolga.